With so many historic buildings in Bristol and the surrounding areas, we often hear lots of reports of strange goings-on, things that go bump in the night. And with the help of some local paranormal experts, I'm going to check out these locations and hear some of these ghost stories. And tonight, we're in Warmley, at the Warmley Clock Tower. This Grade 2 listed building started life as a pin factory in the 18th century, employing most of the local residents who would consult the clock tower to know when it was time to begin work. Pin making in the Victorian era was a long and arduous task, mostly done by hand, until cholera epidemics wiped out most of the workforce, forcing factory owners to use new steam-powered machines. Now a much quieter building, it's hard to imagine the hundreds of people, the noise and the fumes that would have filled those walls 200 years ago. But more recently, Warmley Clock Tower functions as a community space and has become a favourite location for paranormal investigators like Colin and Karine, who've agreed to meet me here at the Clock Tower with some of their ghost hunting equipment to explain some of the strange goings-on they've witnessed here. How many times would you say you've investigated here?
Twice, with a third on the cards for early next year.
Wow. And what's the general consensus in this area? Is it quite active?
We have come here, we've had activity, haven't we? Mm-hmm. Really, it's hard to judge a location until you've got there, done it once or twice, and then you get that feeling that comes along that what's there and what you capture on EVP or on actual camcorder.
On each paranormal investigation, Colin and Karine take with them a small armoury of tools and equipment to help them record anything out of the ordinary. And having kit capable of catching camera-shy ghosts doesn't come cheap. The small selection that the investigators have brought with them is worth thousands. And this investment into proving the paranormal has only encouraged their appetite for more and more solid evidence.
We all have had personal experiences. We've all seen what you would call ghosts, spirits, that sort of thing. But is it that what we're seeing? We don't really know. I've had so many experiences, I should be a total believer, but I'm not. I question more. But that's what drives you, to find an answer. And, you know, whereas before the slightest little bump would be enough, now you want all singing or dancing to prove it.
You want to feel it, see it, touch
yes.
it. You want that experience right up in front of you, that you walk away with white hair.
And with that insight into paranormal investigation, I wanted to put Colin and Karen's equipment to the test to see what we could pick up in the clock tower. We put down a selection of the ghost hunting tools in part of the clock tower which the investigators had activity in before. And it wasn't long until strange things started happening. So we directed our attentions to whatever was in the room with us.
The curtain's going up.
There is some beeping going on there.
Yeah,
it's the MF1 going
What does that mean?
Basically, there's EMF around. Now, if it was carrying on, we would ask questions to see if it's intelligent.
Why don't you ask? Because
it's beeping a lot. It's beeping a lot.
Ask.
It's really beeping a lot.
Ask.
What do I say?
Call out as if you were talking to somebody.
Hello. Hi. We don't want to hurt you. If there's someone here,
ask them to make the lights really blue.
Make the lights really blue.
Do it even brighter for them. Go on. Now that's a little bit of provoking to a certain extent.
But politely.
But politely.
Yeah.
Would you like us to go upstairs? Would you like us to sit upstairs in the dark? Make it go really bright if you'd like us to do that.
We decided to go further into the old apartment to see what more we could find. But whatever ghouls had been with us before were not with us now. I mean, it was pretty late, they'd probably gone to bed. So it's time for us to call it a night too. Well, that was the Warmey Clock Tower. I've got to be honest, when I arrived here, I didn't really expect to even experience anything, not the slightest. I just wanted to hear from some people who'd actually investigated here, and it turned into our own investigation. But I've got to say, now I'm starting to think that there's possibilities that things could go bump in the night. Happy Halloween.